Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have done my little intro about 4 times now, and I keep forgetting to press the start button. So the clock is going now, so I know that I have officially started. Today is Tuesday, March 18th. I am going to talk about General Hospital. I normally upload my Beyond the Gates first and then General Hospital, because that's the way I watch it. But I feel like since I just watched General Hospital, I may as well do that and then do Beyond the Gates. And then if I still have any energy left, I'll go live for a little bit because that's really fun hanging out with you guys. All right, but you're here for General Hospital. I think today was a good episode. It was a good follow up to yesterday. Like my daughter saw the first 2 minutes of it because she didn't see yesterday's episode because we thought it's okay for her to skip an episode. Like, what are the odds something good is gonna happen? But then some things happen, so she was asking me, well, what happened? I was like, girl, you gotta watch that review from yesterday because I said perfectly already. So she watched that, and I guess she'll watch this review for tomorrow to catch up to. All right. Anyway, we start off with Sonny has Valentine at gunpoint, and he asked him why did he tamper with his meds. And I was glad that happened because I don't remember Jason telling Sonny that. I know that I remember wanting him to. I remember Anna asking him not to, but there were a few episodes, maybe even a week's worth, where I didn't watch DH. Like I would be a day behind because I would watch it on Hulu, and this was before I started reviewing. So I missed episodes here and there, and I didn't really feel like I was missing anything. I was going through some personal stuff, but also just disappointed with GH. I was like, I have to miss a couple of days because I don't want to fall out of love with this show. So I guess I missed that. But you guys tell me, maybe I didn't miss it. Maybe it didn't happen because I wouldn't put it above GH to just rewrite the history, which I think I bring up later on for another story, but I don't remember what. I'm going to check the notes. All right, Valentine blames Brennan for the meds, and I don't think that's true. From what I remember seeing Brennan, the real Jack Brennan, fine ass, sexy, charming, suave Jack Brennan, in the prison van with Valentine, or because Brennan was in prison, he was in police custody, he was at Pentonville, and somehow he ended up in a van with Valentine, and they were talking like pikeman stuff back and forth, and I could have sworn that Valentine told Brennan that he is the one who did the meds already. I don't remember Jack telling Valentine to do it, but my memory may be flawed. Maybe they rewrote it. Maybe I misunderstood. I don't know. But if you guys know, please tell me so I can. No, I'm not crazy, or no, I am crazy. So let's see. Sonny is with holding Valentine at gunpoint. He lists the reasons why he should kill Valentine. Spencer, Nicholas, Charlotte, taking Charlotte from Lulu. Valentine brings up Michael. And I was like, finally, I don't understand why Sonny or Jason hasn't thought that Valentine could be beyond the bomb. Like, if they, especially knowing that that Sonny did know about the meds, that makes Valentine his enemy. Why wouldn't he think that? Like, I feel like that should have been the first thought before like anybody else. But what do I know? I'm just a fan for all my life. All right. And so they go back and forth, but later we see Valentine saying, "When I know where the bomb came from, that's why he brought up Michael." Again, a lot of back and forth, but what it comes down to is that there was apparently, if Valentine can be trusted, which I don't know about that. There was the explosives we're using were special explosive, and the WSB had a shipment, or Pikeman, one of them, which had a shipment and it went missing. So that is probably where the device came from. All right, guys, I was cleaning up after dinner. I was like taking dishes, putting them in the sink, loading the dishwasher, that stuff. So I was back and forth. Every time there would be an ad from Hulu, I would step away and then I'd miss like 30 seconds coming back. So I'm sorry. I don't know why he let Valentine go. Like, Valentine said he could get in touch with people or whatever. I know that, but then I don't know why Sonny was like, okay, go. Like, I don't know why he was like, call him right now, or like shoot him in the kneecaps. I'm not sure, but we saw Valentine leave the property. Also, I know that it was Valentine's property, so he should know the ins and outs. But Sonny's supposed to have the best security. How did Valentine even get in there? Like, Sonny should fire his whole security team and get a new one. You remember Max and Milo? I miss them so much. Okay. So we see Carly is at the hospital. She has the plutonium poisoning. Anna, when Brendan tells Anna immediately calls Robin, who she said developed the treatment for it. I don't remember that, but I believe it. Because I only vaguely remember the plutonium story anyway. I want to go back and watch it. I was going to try to do it today, but it's, not enough time, not enough hours in the day. So I didn't get to, like, become familiar with that again, but I might do it on the weekend. So we see Lucas waking up. I was like, oh, Lucas, y'all did the nasty. And he was, confused, as one is after a hangover and drinking too much. Marco comes out of the shower. I didn't know his name was Marco. I can't remember. It took like 30 minutes into the show when he said his I don't know if he said his name or Lucas said his name, but I was like, oh, Marco, thank you. But Marco comes out of the shower. Lucas is confused. He was like, oh no, did we do it? And I was like, Lucas, like, shouldn't you know if you did it? Shouldn't you feel like physically? I don't want to like be too overt, but like, I don't care if you are male, female, neither of the above, both of the above, heterosexual, gay, bisexual, any of the terms, any of the descriptors that you want, none of the descriptors. If you have sex, you will know, right? Or I don't want to make it too real, but like, even if you were violated, like when you wake up, you can feel at least that something happened to your body. So, oh no, because I had a joke and now I went from something serious to a joke. That's crass. But I was like, it must not have been that good. If you don't know, then sorry. But turns out they didn't. Marco clarifies that Lucas, he was helping Lucas back to his room. He did kiss him, but he was helping Lucas back to his room, and Lucas was drunk and threw up on him a little bit, a little bit of vomit, and so that's why he was showering. He seems like a gentleman, but Lucas is praising him as well, and apologizing, wanting to like do his dry cleaning, buy him a new suit. And Marco's like, hey, you're acting like I don't remember if he said saint or angel or something like that. But he was like, which is far from the truth. So I know that there's going to be some shadiness to him. I remember did I read an interview, watch a video? I think I read an interview. I think before I said Cat Lady shared it. I said Cat Lady. Catwoman shared it on her page. And that may be true, but I know Busybody also shared it. Because I saw it again in my feed. And I was like, oh no, I hope I didn't think the wrong person. But I love them both so much. So I'm not sure which one of them or both of them shared it. But I think it was a link in there for a news article. And in the interview, the actor that plays Marco had said something he was very happy that he had been chosen, that there were a lot of guys all younger that fit like the same physical description as him, but younger. And so he was, he was bragging a little bit about having gotten the role, but he said he had experience in the past playing good bad guys and bad good guys. So that he thought Marco, the character of Marco, would be right in his wheelhouse. So that means we're going to have some nuance to him. If he is Sidwell's son, then maybe he's Sidwell's lawyer too. Maybe he works for Dad. I think it was in my live stream with Tori. Hi, Tori, if you see this. If you guys don't know who Tori is, look her up. If you like my GH reviews, you will love her GH reviews. She doesn't do as much anymore, but she still uploads videos here and there. You should still subscribe to her, so when she does upload, you will know. It's Tueregh, Tueregh babes. I think that's it. But she's so nice. But she was kind enough to host a live stream with me this past Sunday, and oh no, I forgot my train of thought. Right on camera. What was I saying? I was talking about Marco and Lucas. Oh, that Natalia, Tueregh was saying that, so both of Natalia's kids are not straight, and like she was still homophobic. Like, what? It's wild. Alright, so then we see Joss and her handler having, I said, stupid banter. You can tell it's that, like, if they were older or if it was a different setting, you would know that, like, they hate each other, they're at it, and then they're gonna and do it. Like the hate sex kind of thing. Which thank God that didn't happen, because I was a little worried. Joss is, been stressed out. She probably a little pent up. That's weird. because I feel like she's so young, and I watched her grow up. Ugh. All right. I did like that he called her Jax, and I like that because I know you guys may have heard me say this before, especially if you know me like from another chat, like from Albert's chat. I Everyone always like gives Jocelyn a hard time because they're like, she's so much like Carly, she's so much like Carly, and she is a little bit like Carly, but I think she takes more after Jax. So much. The author of like most of the annoying stuff is from Jax's side. So to call her Jax from her last name, I like that. I really did. Such a small thing, but I was like, yes, yes. Maybe because it validates what I've said. Because I would appreciate that. Who doesn't like validation? So they go back and forth throughout the episode. He's like, I don't think you're good enough. She's like, I'm good enough. I'm better. I did this. I did that. And they talk about how they faked her. They're faking her alibi, not alibi, her location, to say so she can help her pretend that she's on Easter Island. And like I said, just banter back and forth. And he says that her life will be a lie. That like she has to accept it. Like she's not going to be the same person anymore. That all of her friends and family that she loves, they're not going to know the real her anymore. Which I guess I can appreciate. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that story. Surprise. We see Sasha and Jason. She was worried that Willow is going to take the kids away from Michael if she finds out about the baby being Michael's. How stupid Willow was to move in with Drew. Blah 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 blah. And Sasha asked Jason if he can, knowing how close he and Carly are. This is like fresh off of her conversation with Carly. Can Jason commit to not telling Carly that that's her grandchild? He said he wishes that he could, but he understands why Carly can't know, to protect Michael, to protect the baby. And that's what Michael would want. Sasha shows Jason. Oh, that's a lot of Sasha shows Jason the sonogram. I told you guys before probably because I stuttered so much. I had to take speech classes when I was younger, and the teacher, I remember it was like first grade. Wow, I can't believe I remember that. But she used to come get me out of the classroom, and I loved it because like I was special. I got to leave the room, and when we would go do our speech exercises and I would do well, she would give me a sticker. Okay, I'm 42 in America. I don't know if this was like all over the world or just where I was, or if you guys will have these memories. Do you remember the stickers? They were black stickers, like square stickers, and it said very good, and it had an apple at the bottom of it, and if you scratched it, it smelled like apples. I remember like going back to class with those stickers. I put it on my forehead, I put it on my hand, but it was like, I'm very good out here. Y'all don't know. I can say all the words. So just know every time that I like stutter and have to slow down and enunciate to get it through clearly, I think about like that very good sticker. I can like picture it right here on my forehead. It's so silly. I can't remember the speech teacher's name. I don't know if she's even with us anymore. But she helped me a lot. Alright. That's a hell of a tangent. But at least you get to know more about me, and I hope that's okay. And I would like to know more about you guys too. So I don't know if you remember the stickers or you have a weird story from school, elementary school that you remember. Comment below and let me know. I like getting to know each other. That's why I keep doing these lives, because it's like, I don't know, like I'm hanging out with my people. Not that y'all belong to me, but I don't want to like call you like I don't want to call you my subscribers. I don't want to call you my followers. I don't want to call you my anything. I just feel like this is our relationship, our community. This is something we're doing together. Yeah, I'm uploading the videos and recording, taking the notes and everything. But like, you guys are coming. You guys are talking to me. As much as I know that I believe that I'm doing this for fun, I don't know how easily it would be for me to keep engaging, keep doing this, if I didn't know that, at least a couple of people were enjoying it. So thank you so much. All right, when Sasha, now I gotta say it again. When Sasha showed Jason the sonogram, I was wondering if they do digital sonograms now, because my youngest is 17, so I haven't seen a real sonogram in like real life for over a decade. So I just wonder. I feel like technology is so advanced that they like give you a USB drive or like give you a link to your phone or something like that. I don't know. I was just curious. Comment below if you guys know. Educate me. I love to learn. All right. Then I missed something because the next time we see Sasha and Jason, they're in Sasha's room, sitting on the edge of the bed. My heart stopped. I was like, oh no, I don't want it. 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 I did not want it, and thankfully, nothing happened. Anna called Jason. Well, Anna called Jason. Jason had to leave. Anna is at the hospital, so she called Jason to come be with Carly, which Brennan didn't want any of Carly's family there. Willow actually was doing the right thing and wanted to, but out there, let her know she couldn't follow, follow the WSB orders. There was something else I need to say with Sasha. Oh, she asked Jason if it was possible. She had showed him more pictures of the baby and pointing out the baby's body parts and stuff. And she had asked, was it possible for Michael to get a copy of the sonogram? I thought Chad was coming back, or we had heard of a recast, which I don't want to recast. I want Chad back, and I'm willing to wait. Then I would think that, Willow or Carly or somebody would go visit Michael and see the sonogram, and that's how the truth would come out. But I don't think we're there yet. All right, so now we are seeing Lulu at Laura's, opening the door. Dante bringing a big-ass box of pizza to Lulu. He takes a slice out to eat it, and the pizza's excuse me, I don't even think that was a hiccup. I think I burped. I'm not burping on camera. I'm sorry. I'm still a lady, y'all. I'm just also a human. I don't even know where that came from. All right, anyway, so Dante's eating a slice of that big ass box of pizza, which is a big ass, but I'm like, how many people is there? Because like, I'm gonna eat at least 2 slices. I feel like everybody should get a minimum of 2 slices if this is supposed to feed us. Like Charlotte, fresh off the run, she got to be hungry. If Rocco's there in the back and we don't know it somewhere, he gonna eat 3 slices. That's a grown boy. You know how teenagers eat. Plus Lulu, plus I don't know if Laura's there. Wait, do we see Laura later on? I actually don't think we see Laura later on. But I'm thinking about Laura and Kevin, Ace, little baby. He gonna want a couple of bites at least. Like, I just felt like you needed like a couple of pizzas. Yes, a big ass pizza is nice, but I feel like you needed like at least 2 of them to feed everybody. I get so mad when like don't invite me over for pizza and then have 1 big ass pizza. That's not enough. Like, at least let me know we on a limited food intake, because that means I gotta eat before I come, or I gotta bring my own pizza, which I probably would anyway, because I only eat like cheese or veggie pizza since I don't eat animals. All right, where are we? Lulu had to complain in typical Lulu fashion. Said you had to pick it up, you couldn't get it delivered, and Dante explained why I wasn't listening, because I was like, damn, you really complaining when this man brought you a pizza? Like, I can't imagine a man showing up to my door with a pizza and me complaining. I mean, I would say that I should have ordered more pizza, but that's on Lulu, not Dante. She's so rude. Come to find out, Lulu wants Rocco to live with her in Charlotte. How many rooms did Laura got in that apartment? I'm confused. I know Spencer was living there at some point, so maybe there is room, but I think I remember Spencer talking about how crowded it was when he was there while Charlotte was there. So, I don't know. That's a little confusing. I think it's very rude of Lulu to suggest that. Like, she didn't even say, like, spend half his time here. She's like, he needs to move in with me because I've missed too much time. So you want to take him away from his father, the parent who has been there the past 4 years? Like, what about, and not just Rocco, what about Dante? Like, he lost Sam. He got to face that every time he look at you with your healthy kidney. But you want to take Rocco too. And you didn't want to take Rocco before. You didn't want to take Rocco till Charlotte got back. You can read between the lines. Make your own inference here. It annoyed me. And Dante's like, hey, I don't know if I want to do that. It'd be hard for me. And I don't know if it would be great for Rocco. And then they go back and forth, and they're like, well, what are we going to do? I think we all know what's going to happen. She's going to move into the Quartermaines, living under the same roof of Brooklyn. Animosity, drama, chaos ensues. I'm interested to see Chase in a scene with Lulu, too, now that he knows how nosy Lulu was. All right, we see Brad, and he's calling Aunt Stella, like, needing her advice. Says that he told Lucas the truth and he's worried about things. Stella tries to calm him down. Says the truth was the best thing to tell. Maybe one day him and Lucas can be friends. So Stella knows what Portia did? Like when Brad says that he tells Stella that he told Lucas the truth, what truth is that? And again, maybe that had a conversation that I missed when I like took my couple of days off here and there, or whatever. But that seems weird to me that she would know that. So, can anybody remember? Will you comment below and fill in the blanks for me? I would say I'd go back and watch the episodes, but you know, on Hulu you only get the episode for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then they disappear. That's why I miss my regular. I used to have like regular cable, and I was like Xfinity where I live, and I could save it on a DVR and it'd be like there forever. But it was just way too expensive. Like it was like 4 times what I'm paying now for like the basic stuff. But the good thing about it was that I could record GH as it aired, and watch it anytime, or watch it live or anytime I wanted. And when I realized that that's the only reason I was keeping the service was for General Hospital, and then General Hospital started sucking, I was like, oh well, I can't like justify that. Like that's just not logical. All right, so we see Brooklyn and Chase. She's telling him about, you know, Dante being the baby's father, apologizing over and over. He just says he doesn't want to hear her apologies. He's, you know, just trying to think. He's very confused. Brooklyn explains that they went to camp. They were wild kids. They went to camp. All boys, all girls, but they hooked up anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Had sex. Realized she was pregnant. Cody drove Brooklyn to the bus station, so Cody knows, but he never told Dante. But we know this from the scene we saw with Cody and Lulu in the barn. I hate this story so much, but if I was not biased and hated this story, I would feel bad for Brooklyn, and I applaud Amanda anyway. It was moving if you were willing to be moved. I was not, but I could see the potential. It was very sad when she said she felt like God was punishing her by getting pregnant. And I'm like, yeah, that's not really how it works, but getting pregnant is a consequence of having sex. Possibly, you know. Only safe sex is no sex. All right, so Brooklyn explains that one of the reasons she didn't want Dante to know, even though she knew she was going to give the baby for adoption, she was afraid to have Dante know because of Olivia, Dante's mom, that she had got pregnant when she was the same age, and she raised the baby by herself, and that would be like an example for Dante, and he would think that they could do it too, and she didn't want to. I did feel for her a little bit in that, a little bit. Chase's next comment is a little selfish, but I think it's okay. He says, all I ever wanted was for us to have a kid. Now you have a son with Dante. Chase asked if she ever loved Dante, and she said no. Chase asked if if it wasn't for love, why did Brooklyn agree to like seduce Dante if it was partly out of revenge? And Brooklyn said no, it was to see if Dante still loved her and if she should tell him. Which I'm like, well, how can you say that you never thought about this over the years if you're saying you did? Like, I don't know. That's why you shouldn't rewrite history, writers. But she said the main reason she did it was for the money, which I do remember the actual story at the time that Brooklyn was strapped for cash. I don't remember why, but their family wasn't helping her. They were really shitty to Brooklyn. Chase, kind of wants to tell Dante, and Brooklyn says no and explains all the reasons why, that she made the choice, that doesn't know what kind of life the child had, that he's an adult now. So they go back and forth, but I think they ultimately, agree, or at least come to a conclusion. All right, we see Brennan, and he's visiting with Carly, and she's, got the mask on, and they're trying to give her the treatment. But he makes a speech to Carly, and I was like this, because I was so mad at the dude being emotional, acting like he loved her, when 2 scenes ago we just saw Joss and how he's manipulating and using her daughter. I don't know if he said that he loved Carly, because again, it was really hard for me to concentrate. I was so mad, but I did hear him say that his heart belongs to Carly. I was like, what heart? What? No. And the crazy thing is, I wouldn't want to see this story with the real Jack Brennan, but if that's what was happening, I think I would believe him. I think that I would believe that Jack Brennan really did love Carly, and like maybe someone above him was forcing him to do this stuff with Josh. Like I would want to believe him. There's a song. So I don't know if you guys know Sabrina Carpenter. I know you're probably if like I'm too old for Sabrina Carpenter, but I know her from their Disney days, and I have a 17-year-old daughter. So I did listen to her latest album. It's not really for me, but she has one song where she talks about like it's like a song to guys and said, hey, you don't have to lie. Like you don't have to lie to women. You don't have to lie to girls because when a girl really likes you, she will lie to herself. I would lie to myself for Jack Burton, and like just see the good in him because I want to see the good in him. But I don't know. Oh my gosh, 25 minutes. That's longer than I thought it would be. But that's all I got. I'm rushing through today because I still got to do Beyond the Gates. So I'm not going to make a long speech like I normally do, even though maybe this qualifies as a long speech. I don't know. Thank you for watching so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Live long and prosper.